Hey mathematicians! So I am back. What we are going to look at today is multi-step word problems. So you can do this a couple of ways. This is going to be the first video. So if you just want to watch and write this out as I do it, I'm okay with that. But as we go along, if you could pause, try to solve it your way, and then compare it to the way I solved it and see if we get the same answer. That would be great. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so Dennis is running a donut shop. He gets a shipment of 10 boxes. Each box has 12 donuts in it. If he sells 27 donuts that day, how many donuts is he left with? Now with story problems, it's great just to restate the problem in your mind to understand what's going on. So here's me restating it. Dennis is running a donut place. He gets donuts in, and then he loses some. So let's figure out how many he starts with. So here's Dennis. He gets 10 boxes, so I'm only going to draw one, and each box has 12 in it. I'm going to do this, the dot, 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 to show that there's more. In fact, I can say that there's 10 more. Now, if you're paying attention, you probably know that we're going to use multiplication, but here's why. Because each box has 12 in it. So what we could do is we could do 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 10 times. But multiplication is repeated addition. So let's do this. Let's do 12. He has 12 donuts in each box. He has 10 boxes. So that means he's going to have 120 donuts to start the day. Okay, but if you go back to this beginning of this video, or if you were just listening very carefully, you know that we're not done yet. Because he sells 27. So let's think for a moment. If 27 are leaving that total, if he's going down by 27, it's going to be subtraction. So let's do 120. That's how many donuts came in. And then he sold 27. Okay, so 0 minus 7, we cannot do that right now in our mathematical careers. So I'm going to borrow 3. 1 minus 2, can't do that. Let's borrow 11 minus 2, 9. Now, you are not done with the story problem unless you can say your answer in a complete sentence. So I'm going to go back to my question. Let's see. Here it is. How many donuts is he left with? I'm going to put Dennis is left with 93 donuts. And as always, it happens to the best of us, I'm going to stop and make sure that my answer makes sense. All right, so I said that he has 120 donuts to start with. He sold about 30. And he ended with about 90. Okay, that does make sense. In fact, if you want, you could check your subtraction right down here. I'm not going to do that to save a little bit of time. Next problem. So if you feel like that first one was so easy that you would like to challenge yourself a little bit, go ahead and pause it, and then you can play the video once you've solved it. All right, let's see here. So we have Brianna. Here's my Brianna. She has 80 flowers. She splits them evenly between 10 friends. If 3 of these friends give the flowers back, how many will Brianna end up with? All right, so my overview, just to make sure that I have a sense of what's going on, Brianna starts with some flowers. She splits them up between 10 friends. And then some of those friends give it back to her. Okay, so let's get started. So she has 80. Now I'm not going to draw 10 friends, but I'll draw a couple just to see what's happening here in the problem. I'm going to make the friends red here. So here's a friend. Here's a friend. Here's a friend. Now, if you wanted to and you had the time, you could draw all 10, but what I'm going to do is dot, dot, dot to show that there's more. I'm only drawing this picture to see what operation we're going to use. All right, so you're going to get some flowers, you're going to get some flowers, you're going to get some flowers. And also it says in the problem that she's going to split them evenly. So it's not like friend 1 gets 3 and then she gets 6 evenly. So what is that operation where we take a group and we break it into smaller equal groups? Division. If you said division, very good. So what we are going to do is 80 divided by 10, which will be 8. All right, so each friend is going to get 8. I'm going to leave myself a note. If you find something out in a problem, it's okay. It's even great to leave yourself a note. So scratch that out. Let's put each friend each friend, eraser, thank you for being patient. Each friend will get 8. Okay. It's great to leave yourselves a note as long as you don't think you're done with the problem. That would be bad. All right, so each friend has 8. If 3 of those friends give the flowers back, how many will Brianna end up with? All right, so if this friend gives back 8, gives back 8, gives back 8. Oh, I just said 8 a whole bunch of times. So that tells me it's repeated addition. It's the same number being added over and over. And whenever you hear that, you should think multiplication. So let's do 8 flowers times 3 friends giving them back. So Brianna will end up with 24 flowers. Now remember, if you can't state it in a complete sentence, you have not answered the problem. So I have Brianna would have 24 flowers. All right, excellent job. Let's go to this next one. As before, you could pause now or solve this one with me. If you are getting the hang of it, do pause, please. Trinity is running a dude ranch. She has 25 horses, 7 pigs. Just a quick side note, they did not write this in digit form, so just be careful and read carefully. She has 7 pigs, 23 sheep, and 2 chickens. How many total legs do all of her animals have? So this one's asking us to combine things. So what I'm going to do is keep a chart to help me stay organized. Okay, so we have 25 horses. We have 7 pigs, 23 sheep, and 2 chickens. I'm even going to put I'll just put a letter to help label this. So this is 25 horses, right? 7 pigs, 23 sheep, 2 chickens. Okay, so, and I'll try to clean up the handwriting here. As soon as I say that, of course that happens. Okay. So, I guess back to Farmer Old MacDonald days, you should know that a horse has 4 legs, right? If you don't, I'm telling you now, has 4 legs. So each horse has 4, but there's 25. So I could say 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. But hopefully at this point you know that that's multiplication. If you find yourself adding the same number over and over, multiplication would probably be faster. So let's do 25 times 4, 100. Quick side note, I thought of that in terms of money. 4 quarters make $1 or 100 cents. 7 pigs. Pigs have 4 legs. 28. 23 sheep. A lot of sheep. Times 4. I'll solve this one with the standard algorithm. We have 12. Regroup. 2 times 4 is 8, plus the 1, 9. Okay, I just can't help myself here. So 25 and 23, this is 8 less because it's 2 4s less than that one. 24. All right, sorry. Quick side note, math is awesome. Love all the connections. Let's see. She has 2 chickens. Now, a chicken has 2 legs. Some of you might not know that. Those wings are not considered legs. They're wings. So this one only has 2 legs. So 4. So now what we're left with is we have 100 legs, 28 legs, 92 legs, and 4. So if I'm trying to take the totals or combine all of these, that would be what operation? Addition. Hopefully you said addition. Now, also, it's not multiplication because these aren't equal groups. You can't do 100 times 4 because this isn't 100. They're not equal groups. All right, I'm going to do 2 numbers at a time and keep a running total. 128. So I'm done with this one. I'm done with this one. Let's do 128 plus 92. 3, 9. So I'm done with this one. Check it off. Plus the 4 would put me at 224 legs. But I'll just show it real quick. All right, I'm very low on time, so I'm going to just say the sentence. Remember, you aren't done until you could write a complete sentence about it. So Trinity has 224 legs on her farm. All right, we're almost there. We're going speed round. I have a 15-minute time limit. We are going to go fast, people. Haroon is saving up for a $999 laptop. He started with 78. His mom gave him 56. Then he made 150 from chores and 65 from winning a raffle. How much more does he need to save? Quick overview. He wants to get to $999. He makes some money here and there. How much does he need to get to his goal? All right, so let's do this. Let's figure out how much money he has to start with. So he has 78, and then someone added 56 to his total. A one-time gift, so we're not going to multiply, just one group of 56. 14, 8, 15, so I'm done with this, and then made 150. 4, 8, 2, 284. I'm done with this. And then he won 65. 14, 349. All right, so he has 349. His goal, this time I will draw a picture very fast. If he had $0 to start with, it would be a really easy problem, because he would need 999. But he does have some, so let's see. He has about 349. So what it's really asking us is, what's the difference here? What's the difference between 999 and 349? So if you know how to find the difference, you could go ahead and start. If you don't know, to find the difference, the operation is subtraction. Hopefully you said subtraction. All right, I'm about out of space. Let's out of space, out of time. So here's 999 minus 349. Don't panic, it's the last minute. 5, 6. So to make my complete sentence, I could say, Haroon needs $650 more to buy the laptop. Thank you so much for watching. You can always pause. I'll put this one up so you could pause here and solve this one on your own. I don't have time to solve it with you, but I'm sure you could bring it in and I will check it for you. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you, mathematicians.